All right, folks, welcome to the trade recap. This was a break even trade. I broke even too early. I made a bullshit statement, bullshit theory. I said, let me cut my loser early. Let me try to act like a smartass. Let me try to act like I'm somebody like Romeo, which I'm not, nobody. I'm myself. I made some bullshit statement, made bullshit theory. I was like, okay, market recently tapped my entry, walked away from it, but came right back in, stopped me out, just like this trade. But that trade didn't follow my rules. I did something wrong with that trade. This trade, I did not break any rules. I took the right setup. It's like, when market hits my entry back and just, you know, consolidates, I was thinking that it's gonna stop me out, but false. Why? My other trade I took lasted a whole day on drawdown before it rose up to my take profit. This 15-hour trade, this 15 time right here. I was in drawdown for 21 hours before the market went to my direction. It exploded out of my entry. Then it overall, I got stuck in drawdown. You can see I got stuck in drawdown, right? I got stuck in drawdown for a whole day almost before market going my direction. It's a 15-hour trade. And I didn't look back at this, look at this. I look at the recent trade instead of the one that I followed my that one I followed my rule. This one I followed my rule. This trade that I had a reference about didn't follow my fucking rule, and I followed the one that did not follow my rule. Ruthless. And we take a trade here, right? Short it down, and I was like, I heard Romeo saying cut losers early, but what he means by cutting losers early is by cutting the mistakes you make over and over early. So if I make a mistake before and I get a new setup that has the last time I made a mistake, cut that fucking trade early. And don't take it. If you take it, get out. Because last time you made the same mistake, you don't want to make the same mistake here again one more time. Right? So when I cut that loser early, and I thought about it differently. So I had to be a smart ass, which doesn't look at that. Because market go hit my entry and it could stay in my entry for how long as he wants because my entry is the OTE, my take profit is the total soup, my stop loss is the total soup. Break even is a scam. I let the whole person play just because I didn't, and it's a lesson day. But that's because the whole top down analysis, we had a daily IRL to ERL, right? Daily series to the upside, a classic exposure profile onto the upside, Monday low of the week. We as well had a 4-hour time frame with below daily opening price. We had a 4x daily range here. Super low, super high, stable high, premium discount. During discount, daily range you want to buy. As well, tell discount daily range daily range high. We had a new profile 2, 5 inclusion, 9 ambition, and 1 big expansion. We had a advanced entry on this as well because for negative profile 2, because the 8 a.m. candle is an advanced entry. We had a range low, range high, range low, daily 50 low, range high, daily 50 high, as well as we had a post order flow, and that was enough. So I'll touch from the 8 a.m. candle. As you guys know, it's a very important candle. It's the 8 a.m. candle CRT. We're looking for a 5 minute, the 8 a.m. CRT low. We had a legit low, so looking for that, advanced entry. With a little soup. We're looking for the right model one. To get the right model one, market was lower. Eventually give the right model one, and then looking for the threshold entry, but market then possible to the upside. I was okay. Now I'm looking for the entry on the model one itself. We must have right below the body, weak the damage about to theory. And entry just over there. In this case, it went back to the threshold, but guess what? That's how everything it can't be perfect. And you hit my entry, it went up, and I made some bullshit theory over here. I was like, man, I'm gonna break even without any proof backing it up. Working with early, marking my stop loss, and yeah, right now, currently, is when I should have been break even. Now, if the market goes back down, it's gonna be a break even trade. Now, if the market's gonna take profit, guess what? I make nothing. Because I fucking broke even too early. Now if I hit my take profit, I made 3 RR. Right? If I hit my stop loss, break even. But I fucking broke it too early. Now if I take profit, I make nothing. Simple shit. People fucking can't can't do, right? And I will be doing it. I will have execution discipline, which I already do have, but it's just human errors people make, right? And everybody goes through something. Everybody goes through some sort of troubling. As after losing, after a couple of losing streaks, it gets to you, but it gets you somewhat. If you're strong enough, just like me, you're gonna bypass it. In this case, it got me to a little bit, but yeah, I made a mistake. Now I'm gonna go straight into it. Lesson of the trade is to not break even. I would never ever make the same mistake here. I already, it's about wondering, like, you made a mistake a couple more times, buddy. Human errors, you go through a journey, but I will never ever make the same mistake again. I will never fucking break even too early. Now I will fucking know, okay, I cannot fucking break even too early. Now if it goes to my back to my entry, it's a break even. If they take profit, I make a 3 RR, but fuck, since I broke even too early, now I'm gonna hit my entry, still gonna be a break even. But take profit, guess what? It's gonna be a missed 3 RR. And the lesson is to not break even. Break even is a scam. Matches the OTE, meaning what does OTE mean? OTE means market could go back to my entry multiple times, tap it more than 4, however many you want to tap into it, because it's OTE. Keep retracement back to it, right? And my take profit is total soup. My stop loss is total soup, stop loss total soup. Entry OTE, taps a couple of times before going up higher, right? And I let the whole picture play out, and that's a lesson. And the lesson is to not make bullshit theory. When the market hits my entry, the market consolidates around my entry, it doesn't mean that the trade's probably not gonna work out. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean, it's actually better because my entry is the OTE. It's supposed to consolidate my entry before making another move, right? Simple as that. Right? Don't make bullshit theory. I will never ever make a bullshit theory again here. I will never ever break even too early. I will I will let the whole person play out. And the next lesson is that the only time I'll ever break even is at the weekends. So at the weekends, if I have a setup on Friday and it's hit take profit and I'm still in a trade, I will break even then. But specific time, the time being 4:30 p.m. negative UTC4, and that's only Friday. So Monday, no break even trades. Tuesday, no break even. Thursday, no break even. Friday, only break even at 4:30 if I have a setup. Otherwise, no fucking break even. That's the only time I could break even. That's the only time I have a break even trade. Anything else? No. Even that break even trade, go ahead, take profit and make extra. If it goes back to him on stop loss, lose nothing. And then one last thing is gotta be perfect. We have to be perfect. But one day you cannot be perfect. How do you mean be perfect? You could definitely be damn near perfect in trading. Having execution discipline, you can be perfect on that. Having the right risk management, you can be perfect on that. Having the right position size, you can be perfect on that. Having the right technical edge. How do you have right position? How can you be perfect in having the right technical edge? It's simply by if your technical edge is profitable over the long period of time, and it offers you, makes you profitable a long time, meaning it constantly makes you money over a large sample size of period of time. So let's say your edge gives you a 3 RR, 4 RR, 5 RR, and you have a specific win rate. I have a 40% win rate. My edge offers me 3 to 5 RR. So that means over a long term, I'm still profitable. That means it's perfect. Risk management can be perfect as well. Risk 1%, be perfect now. Position sizing, all you gotta do, get a calculator, put 11.3, then you have the right position sizing. It can be perfect. The RR can be perfect. Go based on your win rate. What's your win rate? 40%. Okay, you must go for a 2 RR or 3 RR, nothing below. So I'm gonna go for a 3 RR. Why 3 RR? It's just I just see Model 1 offer me 3 RR relatively every time. Now, you see, that could be perfect. The only thing that can be perfect, that can't be perfect, is psychology, because humans make human errors. We make mistakes. We have setbacks. And just like this, a setback right over here, we had an emotional mistake. The setback didn't cost us anything, but I don't want to get to a point where it does cost me something. It will cost me a lot of fucking missed out trades. that missed out trades is gonna cost me money. It's gonna cost me time and money. How is it gonna cost me time? But then it fucking make money. And how's it gonna cost me time? I said it make me money because and it's gonna make me wait even fucking longer for the next setup. And we want to be how's it gonna cost me money? Then it make no money. Simple as that. That's the only thing you can really be perfect on is psychology and emotional control. But you can over a large period of time, like 10 years, 20 years, 2 decades, you can master. You can be perfect at psychology. All you gotta do is be cold, calm, and calculated. That's all you gotta be. Then eventually you're what? Perfect at psychology, and that's my goal. And execution discipline is just by consistently following trading guideline rules, and you're perfect at following your trading guideline rules. Now you're perfect. Trading is very easy industry. It's very industry. All you gotta do is do specific criterias. So if you do this, then you can make it easily in life. But it will take time. So the lesson is to number one, do not fucking break even. I do not break even too early. I let the whole person play out. Break even the scam. My interest the OT, my stop the total soup, and my take profit the total soup. I never break even. I let the whole person play out. Number two is I do not make bullshit theories. I make stuff up. And lesson number three is to be perfect. And anything I do, I try to be perfect. Right? If I'm boxing, I want to do the perfect technique. If I'm doing anything, I want to be the perfect technique. Because I've boxed before and I've gotten my ass whooped for not doing it right. Right? But having the wrong technique, and that costed me getting beat. So, and that cost me getting beat can give me CTE, concussion, and I could lose my whole life. But when it's boxing, you can't lose a whole life. If my brain doesn't work, I'm basically lost it all. I'm basically dead, but alive. Right? It's essentially, you're basically dead already. You're finished. Right? But you must be all perfect. And trading, you could be damn near perfect. So damn near perfect. Psychology, emotional control takes at least 2 to 3 decades to be perfect on, but everything else can be perfectly easily. And my goal right now is to have less frequency, higher quality, very more thickness, and that's what I'm trying to do. And have execution discipline. That's the only thing I'm struggling at the moment, which is getting fixed. Which is, you see today, fortunately, we broke a rule. A rule said they're not breaking too early, and I broke it too early. Without waiting for 4:30 p.m. And so happened. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? You learn. Lesson. Trading is all about never about the money. It's all about this. It's all about the journey. That's all it's about, right? The journey to greatness. And yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, share. Description down below. I noted this down. Let's just literally roll it down to not break even too early. I know it down to be perfect. I'm a warrior. I'm perfect in follow my trading guideline rules. I execute my strategy fearlessly with unwavering discipline, flawless position, accepting risk and loss as part of the process. My commitment to my trading guideline rules is my greatest edge. Truly, that is actually your edge. Follow your trading guideline rules, and once you have rules, you have a rule. If you have an edge, that is your greatest edge. It's not the edge. That's not the technical part. It's you following it. Once you get the edge, that's one thing. But once you follow the edge, follow the rules of the edge, second thing, right? So that you must follow both. And the hard part is following them, right? Because your mind is so trying to get dopamine left and right, which I'm deleting, which we will have perfect execution discipline. Believe you on this. You can see the difference already. Taking way less frequency trades, and this is how it's gonna be. Because I'm preparing. I have around, like, I don't want to say the exact number, but 5 figures ready to be in the market, live capital to put in the market. I'm gonna compound that to a couple 100,000 and probably to $1 million. It's easy. Compound is a real way. I have to find it the hard way. After flipping accounts and losing so much money, risking 100% and losing a lot of money just from trying to flip accounts, which most of them were successful, but guess what? Where did they end up? Zero, all of them. Because I comes how this higher, this comes higher reward. If I were to know the compound way, I would have known to, I would have been alive, made more money, and not lost it all. Because said when it comes high risk, it comes high reward. And risking so many percentages in one trade is not worth it. So it's a goal. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and join us down below. And I'll see you guys later. Beautiful lesson. I will not break even early. I let the whole position play out. I only break even when it's Friday and it's 4:30 p.m. and my interest not my trade has not hit take profit. That's the only time I break even. Otherwise, I do not break even. Mention to OT, my stop is to the soup, and I let the whole position play out. See you guys later. Peace out, and I'm perfect. I'm perfect. I'm always gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna make no excuses. I will not break my trading guide rules. I will follow my trading guide rules, and I do follow my trading guide rules. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.